Good morning, people. So I'm taking a break from tarot, as I already told you guys. I'll start back probably Wednesday, so I'm taking a little break. I did some meditating and praying, and I keep getting visions of me doing what I'm doing now. So the name of this is My Truth. So I'll be shooting several videos, and it'll be personal things that I'll get personal about. So just like mentor counseling right now, okay? Things I've been through. I'll be 40 this year, December 14th. And I just felt the need to share some life experiences with you guys because shit be tough. So, and I'm not a person that likes to share a lot. So it took a lot to do this because I usually just do tarot. But Spirit guys say it's time to take a break from tarot for a couple days. I've been up all night, y'all. My little bags under my eyes, okay? Excuse me, because I'm tired. But anyway, so I was just getting messages when I was asleep, and I kept seeing visions of this. So I'm like, okay, well, let's get up and let's create, and let's see what we got here. Make you guys a little closer to me. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, anywho, I hate when stuff be in the background and be irritating me. Hold on. No, it's okay. It's just my scarf on my door. Okay, because that don't even matter. Anyway, okay, so the name of this video is How You Get Them is How You Lose Them. So, this is just things that I've been through on how you get them is how you lose them. So, I don't think I got the concept of that until I got in my 30s. I think when you're young, you just living it up, so you don't really think about that shit, because I wasn't. But I've been married twice. I've been divorced twice. So, needless to say, I know a little something. J-Bay, can you grab the scarf off the door? I'm recording. They could see you a little bit. That's my baby. But anyway, so my first marriage, I met him, and he was in a relationship. And he was living with someone, like it was serious commitment. And I didn't know that, in my defense. I met him out, and I didn't know. And I found out, during my pregnancy that we were pregnant at the same time. So needless to say, I proceeded to be with him because by then I had caught feelings for him. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. I didn't caught feelings for him. So I'm going to keep seeing him because it's too late. But during the course of the marriage, when I gave birth to my second daughter, because I have 2 kids, he cheated on me. So I literally one day went to true story. I went to his house because I had already had seen the chick the night before. I had confronted her. This is my younger days. I think I was like 29, 28. And I had already confronted her the first time. And my mean ass, being a Sagittarius, I told her, warning come before destruction. So bitch, you come back, you gonna get that ass tapped. I'm a Sagittarius. I was unhealed, and I will fuck shit up. So, needless to say, I went back the next day, and she must have thought it was a game. She was there. So, went in. I gave my kids to his mom, so they MIA, no children. Oh my eyes really poofy. Anyway, yeah, so I'm like, okay. I went in, and they were asleep in the bed. Naked. I'm the bitch. So, how you get them is how you lose them. So, things was never right after that. I kept like all upset and forgot that I had just took this man from his family. I had even made him make a decision one day. I remember, because me and him was just talking not so long ago. And I remember my daughter's crawling on the floor trying to get past. She don't want y'all to see her. I remember he was saying that we was just talking on the phone, and I was like, dang, how you get him is how you lose him. I was bringing up how, he had got caught cheating and stuff like that. And, he's like, oh, yeah, we was younger, But I felt like I was the victim when knowing damn well that he was in a whole relationship and that I shouldn't have proceeded forward. But I did anyway. I don't know, not necessarily against my better judgment, but that's just something that probably shouldn't have happened. So, the second incident was now that was the first time, and I still didn't catch on. Yeah, I still didn't catch on. Okay, so I was still blinded to the fact that I felt like I was did wrong. Okay, no, nothing that should have been. I felt like I was just did wrong. I never seen what I had did until I got old. Is what I'm saying. So the second marriage, the 18, I think. Hold on, my Wi-Fi acting up, y'all. Hold on. But again, this time I had got plugged by one of my friends. You know, oh my God, I hate this. It keeps going in and out because I'm talking. It's so irritating. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so yeah, I got hooked up with one of my friends. Well, my ex-husband, my second ex-husband, and now I didn't know he was dealing with somebody. I didn't know he lived with anybody. I didn't know anything until after, once again, after a couple times I had already fucked up. So, you know, finally came out, and literally he moved in with me after he was staying with her. So tip number 2 would be never to be with the person that's living with somebody. Like, I think it's very unhealthy and toxic to move in from one relationship to the next. Like, I think you need time to yourself. And I think that created more issues because I didn't properly heal from the situation with my first husband. So I went into the second one all fucked up. But needless to say, he was with her in the beginning, you know, and I knew that. And then when things got rocky, we separated. And during the divorce, he ended up going back because I didn't take him back. Not because I didn't choose him, he chose her. So, you know, how you get him is how you lose him. The first husband cheated, so he cheated in the end. And the second husband went back to what he already knew. It was just a facade, basically. And what else was I going to say? I had one more example, too. Oh, okay. So I remember I was dating this guy. And he, the first thing he told me, like when we talked on the phone, we had met at a store and we talked on the phone. And the first thing he told me when he was on the phone, he's like, yeah, you know, I have been trying to see my daughter. And he was saying that his mom was tripping and yada, yada, yada. Okay. And then he went on to say he thought somebody had touched his daughter. So I thought that was kind of bizarre for a first conversation, to be honest, but it wasn't a red flag yet, which it should have been. So I'm telling you that to say, if you meet somebody and that's first conversation, kind of fucking bizarre. Okay. So anyway, he ended up, okay, I'm sorry. I was throwing something garbage. He ended up, telling me a story about him being molested and things that had went on with him. So, I'm like, oh, so I'm listening, and as so irritating. It's still going in and out. Okay, there you go. So yeah, so he, needless to say, he mentioned that, you know, he had been touched at by his stepmom, you know, for numerous years, and she would call relatives, I'm not, you know, like her sister. So, you know, it was very bad. And me being an empath and a tarot card reader at the time, I'm blocked, so I don't know. I could even read cards or have any type of intuition, but I knew something was weird with that story. Anyway. Needless to say, I took him somewhere where there were children, and the demon came out. So, you know, he was exposed. And I just say that to say, you know, people show signs in the beginning, and we as humans, men or women, we don't see those things. We ignore those things because we want to be happy, and that's not really being happy. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that same guy did, I remember he left my house one day, and you know, he had a gun too. He had a gun at his house, and I had a gun at my house, registered, you know, firearm, yep, lifetime permit, bang bang. Anyway, so yeah, I'm like, you know, he walking out the door, and I hear clunk, clunk. It hit the floor. Now, mind you, I'm thinking it's his, because why would I think it's mine? Why would I in my right mind think that this is mine? Well, in denial. I'm like, why would he, you know? So, but, you know, thief in the beginning, thief in the end. That's my whole point. People will show you things, show you signs, and sometimes we just want to see those signs, and that's not really a good thing to do. So it wastes a lot of time. You end up having to start over, right? And that's not fun. So needless to say, the universe makes karma up for that reason. So no matter who you are and where you are, how you get them is how you lose them. And if you get them in a good way, you might receive them back in a good way. So, you know, like my twin with 11:01 on the clock, the only man that has always done me right. So now this is on the flip note, how you get them, how you lose them. So I'm gonna give you something good, because we at the end of this video, I want to give you 3 loser ass stories. So let me give you the king story now. Okay. So I met him at a club. He was fully fucking single. First man I ever dated that was fully fucking single and had been single for years. Which could be good or bad, right? But yeah, so he was fully single and I was fully single. And I had been divorced for over a year. And he had been single. So the relationship was A1. The only thing I can say that was really fucked up is that I was unhealed again, hopping from situation to situation. He had 3 years where he was chilling, so he good. Me, I might as well put a band-aid on my forehead and my eye. Okay, I wasn't an empress. The bitch was out here bad. So I was unhealed and the bitch was out where I was around here barking at every damn body. It's anytime somebody moved, what you doing? Oh, I was just irritated. Just went through a divorce. I was fucking irritated. So I was a mean ass. So needless to say, you know, we're on a break. And I don't mind telling you that, you know, we broke up, but we still talk. So, but needless to say, how you get them is how you lose them. So, it was kind in the beginning and it should have been kind in the end. And so those are the things you look for. You look for those things. My twin flame didn't touch a child or none weird shit. And all those signs in the beginning, like I said, he was fully single. He wasn't living with anybody. He wasn't, you know, just breaking up with his baby mama. You know, they had moved on. His kids' moms had kids with other people. So that wasn't an issue. So that was a good situation. That's the only good situation that I had. So, but yeah, how you get them is how you lose them. So I just want, so even when you are dating a married man, I need to say this too. When you're dating a married man and you think that, you know, he's going to divorce his wife, the first mistake you making is dating a married man. I have been approached recently by a married man that I am friends with, that I went to school with, that's going through a divorce. And I've been propositioned all kind of stuff. And Spirit said no. And I'm not going to go. Because at the end of the day, what goes around comes around. You still on paper. You have no business seeing it. I feel like things are done in order, you know. A higher power, you know, he has an order, it's divine order. And he's not going to send you somebody that's going through a divorce and faking it. That's what I will say. Okay. Because people will say that they leaving somebody and they not. Now, different story if you talk to both parties and they really over it. That's a different story. You just doing some paperwork. Paperwork got you held up. But other than that, no, I don't do that. I don't do that married people stuff, because when you get serious and when you decide that you want to be with somebody, then your shit gonna be fucked up. Because here come karma, here come that wheel. And that bitch be moving. And then you fuck. And then you got to pay back. Now you wondering why you single, or why you ain't never been married, or whatever the case may be, because you've been dealing with married men your whole life. Okay. And now you like, oh, Father, please send me a husband. Bye, Felicia. That's not how this gonna work. You got to pay. You got to pay for that woman tears that night. Grown woman shit. You got to pay. You got to pay the cost. You got to pay your toll. Whatever the karma might be, you got to pay it. So I have to say, okay, this is 15 minutes and I don't want to take too much longer. I don't want to take too much longer, guys. I am Phoenix Rising. Click like, subscribe, share me. Come back and see me. You can also, if you want a personal reading or you want to just send me a Cash App donation, it's at the bottom in the description box, or it's on my page. Like I said, I'll be doing videos the whole day. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.